Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to the channel for another video. It is Fried Chicken. Today, as promised, I'm going to be taking you guys through the Checkmate Station's contested zones to show you what it is about and how to navigate through it. For those who are new, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to stay notified for all of my upcoming uploads. Now I have a bit of a disclaimer for you guys. I made a recording error that resides in the trip to the security cards in the Checkmate Station. I forgot to record that part, but I did record the return trip, so I'll probably put that in reverse just so you guys can get a good idea how to get to the security cards. But now let's jump into the video on how to navigate your way through the Checkmate Station so you can get all three cards. Checkmate Station has two separate entry points to get into the contested zones. From whatever entry point you take, you're going to need a fuse to gain entry into the main portion of this contested zone. Me and Gecko decided to take the route that takes us across the bridge. We quickly defused the bombs and placed the fuse within the door so we can make our way into the main area. After you make your way through the security door, jump across the platform and then make your way into the main arena. This area is going to have a few entry points that you really want to pay attention to. There is going to be a red supervisor door and then a door that has the word fire rats scribbled on it. If you do not have a red supervisor keycard, I have a video linked right here to show you how to get one quick and fast with no issues whatsoever. Is that you?
That whistle! That whistle!
Is that you?
No!
If you decide to take the staircase that I took, it will take you to a direct path to the red door, as you can see here. But you do not want to enter that door just yet. We need ourselves a blue security key card in order to make our way further into the supervisor area by going through the fire rats door. Now, this is the area where I mentioned earlier in the video where I made a recording mistake. I forgot to hit record while we were on our way to the security keycard printers, but I do have footage of us making our return trip back to the red door. So if you guys want to take note and see the path that we took or play it in reverse so you guys can get a good inkling, I highly recommend you do that. The path is very straightforward and very simple, and this will take you to two separate security card printers just in case one of the terminals are not working. For us, the first security card printer was borked. It wasn't working for us, so we moved on to the second one. Now, on your path to the security printers, you're going to find yourself a couple bombs like this. These are actually easily transitionable. You can walk through them instead of shooting if you want to be a little more stealthier instead of blowing them up and making a lot of noise. Also, for some reason, in the server that we were on, there was no NPCs. There was very little actually. In the main area, there was two NPC guards who are wearing nothing, but everywhere else there was nobody. And we were confused about this, but we didn't have no issues whatsoever when it came to navigating this, and we also had luck without running into any other players too, as we were on a very, and I mean a very low pop server. Once you reach this set of bombs, you are now back at the fire rats door entry point. So make your way through the door, and now that you have your security card, you can make your way back up to the supervisor door. Now be careful when opening this door because it can be a choke point with a plethora of NPCs and players alike, just waiting for other players to make their way in through this door. From here, follow the path, and this will directly lead you to the markets where you can find the very first comboard card. Comboard card number 1. Again, I have no idea what is going on with the server we are on because there's no NPCs. there should be a whole bunch, like a whole army's worth of NPCs trying to stop us as we make our way to the markets. Now that you're within the markets, first things first, please don't be tempted by all the loot, because there is loot everywhere and you do not want to get caught up looting as NPCs or players are potentially hiding to kill you, because there is so many hiding spots within this area before you reach the final hangar. Make your way to the central platform and go to level 2, and then follow this path to reach comport card number 1. Since we were on such a low pop server, me and Gecko made the decision to farm a few of these cards. We ended up getting 3 total, just so we have extras and backups when it comes down to the executive hangars. After gathering as many comp boards as you'd wish, make your way to the blue security door.
Right, left. Oop. I was just trying to pull my gun out, not fire.
From the blue security door, make your way across to the elevator on the other side of the room. There should be NPCs here to stop us and stuff, but again, this server had no NPCs and we have no idea what's going on, but you know, easy pickings is easy pickings and we don't complain about it. This elevator will then take you to the observation deck, which is also the main loot room. Be very careful in this elevator. I've heard people falling out of it, which can really be sad if you made it this far into the Checkmate Station's contested zones. You do not want that to happen. Also, how come there's candles lit everywhere? I know they're fire rats and stuff, but candles, it's really giving me Doom vibes. After you exit the elevator, make sure you stay on your guard because you are getting ready to enter the main loot room, and it is a huge room and there could be NPCs or players alike hiding around. We actually ran into one player and we downed him, but we ran into a weird bug where after we downed him, his body just disappeared. We knew he had cards on him because the timers on the card printers were active, so we made a mistake there for downing him completely. Again, this area is huge. Gecko grabs the other 2 cards that are within this area as I keep Overwatch. Also, a little tip for you guys, something that I did not follow: do not stay too close to your partner. I was pretty much right up on Gecko and it really could have choked us out when we found another player here. Luckily, I had Gecko out there to catch his flank, which confused him a little bit because he didn't know who to shoot at. He went from shooting at me to shooting at Gecko. Once he turned his back on me, I was able to down him real quick and fast. Gonna kill him.
Nice.
Check his shit. Again, this is where I made the mistake. I actually killed him and his body vanished almost instantly. Gecko was upset because he was wearing the Hurston Dynamics Artemix armor, which is one of his favorites. And yeah, his body just disappeared. But as we took him down, we noticed that he was starting to load up all of the ship components into the cargo elevator, which is a extra bonus for us. And so in this room, like I said, there is 2 separate key cards. Gecko retrieved both of these cards and then handed them off to me because his inventory was a little bugged out. And I made my way back down to the main area to put the cards away into my inventory box. Sadly, we did not stick around to farm the cards as I went back down to put the cards into my inventory box. Gecko decided to stay and wait for the next batch of cards to print out. But during that time, we believe that the player that we actually downed made a mad dash way back up to the observation deck to take us down out of anger. There was only like a few players within this shard. It was like 5 players, so we're assuming that it was the same guy who made it back up here real quick and fast as I was attempting to make my way back up to Gecko. And as the cards were getting ready to print, he downed Gecko and I was not able to make it back up in time. The cards were on reprint again, and so we said we would call it a night. And that is pretty much it for Checkmate Station. It's a very cool station. It's not that difficult, not as difficult as Ghost Arena. We had a really easy time just because there was no NPCs, no dogs, and there was no players on this server. We just had a real breeze and got real lucky with this server. It is not the same when it comes to Obituary. We had a lot of issues with Obituary. Running through that terminal was really difficult because we kept on running into bugs with the doors. Also, I heard on the street that there is actually a pathway that can help you avoid going through the supervisor doors and the security doors. It's a long maze-like route, but if anyone knows about that, link it down below because I would like to learn something new. I tried searching it and couldn't really find an exact answer to that pathway, just because getting these cards can sometimes be a hassle. But if I can avoid that process, it would really help out with gameplay, just to collect more cards in the future. And boom, that is pretty much it. This station was a lot of fun. It is very straightforward and very easy to run, so we didn't have too many issues aside from no NPCs spawning within the terminal. We had one player and that was it. We downed him and he came back and got revenge on us, and we're not mad at it. We got all the loot, we got all the ship components, and we also got the combo cards as well. I will not be uploading a full version for this station just because I'm missing a huge clip of me making my way to the security cards. But if you guys really want me to actually make one of those, put it down in the comments and sound off to let me know. If you guys really want a full version of me and Gecko just running around this station goofing off, I will post it if you guys want it. But it has been a great time doing this. It is the one, the only, the great fried chicken. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to stay notified for future uploads. Fried chicken out. So I can take them to safety.
That's what I was trying to do. Okay, I'm up. I have 2 leg injuries. Can I move around decently? Yeah. Okay. Do I just drop them, or what do you think?
I'm not sure.